It's on my screen if you need it. It's on my screen if you need it. No, no one went down to the ground level. And muttering Rashi. No, Gray isn't. Civ picks up Lestrana and walks her 5 feet forward. Because otherwise you guys wouldn't have been within 15 feet.
6 and 2d8s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna take average damage, so 2d6 is 7. 2d8s is 9. What does Azaka have? Oh, Azaka does have 16 passive perception. Azaka steps out of the darkness. At least for Esther, you feel Azaka step out of the darkness to look around before she dashes over to the door and slams it shut. For Esther, you will know that that room is full of mold.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah. The ice dogs were actually looking for people to shoot, but then you're in darkness. Azaka is barely in the range of darkness, so she's fine. Okay. And probably takes one step back. Okay, Ziv. You know where the rest of the mold is. Would you like to attempt to help out? You can just burn anything that's sticky on the floor.
Civ kind of puts Lestrana 5 feet further forward.
That'll be a statue. You'll be pushing her into a statue.
You can just squeeze past her.
Civ puts her on the shoulder of the statue.
Shh.
Safe.
Sure.
And as for burning stuff, I don't think Civ has any fire damage.
Do you have a torch?
It would have been in the bag that was shared when we jumped on the Eagles to come down here.
Are there no torches inside the bag of holding?
All of Gray's gear was in the bag of holding except for what he was wearing. He did not have the strength.
Then we do have torches, yes.
I would say, for the sake of my sanity, during the 5-minute conversation when Esther was talking about we need to kill everything with fire, at minimum you will have all of the party will have pulled out a torch from the bag of holding, and by the rules of darkness, while the torch does not give off light, it's actually still a light.
Yes, it does not put flames out.
It only puts out magical flames. Yeah.
Then Civ pokes the goo with the hot
a lit
stick.
torch. Under instruction for Esther to not accidentally touch anyone else with a torch.
Civ tries to touch only the goo.
Alright.
I modified the amount of torches.
Generally, D&D is round damage is round up. Okay. So you poke some mold with a torch. Carefully into wherever you feel is sticky. Okay. On Lestran, initial count of 20. Is everyone now safely in darkness? Ah, good, excellent. Everyone is safe in darkness. Who's within range of the mold right now? It will be everyone except for Roy. Can everyone give me a dex save? Oh, sorry, minus Roy. Everyone minus Roy, give me a dex save. As the remaining of the mode all reaches out and is now attempting to grab the characters with its pseudopods. DC is. Oh wait, I need to roll for Azaka and Orvex. So dex save. Oh my god. Oh my god. Does Rana saves?
Didn't Aster have advantage because Aster can see?
No, this is just a DC 15. There's no advantage or disadvantage from the players. If anything, I should be giving those who can't see disadvantage, but nah, it's not required.
Tentacles can't see.
The tentacles are fueling you.
Bad touch.
Yeah,
They
it's a
like-
bad touch tentacle. Yeah.
They kind of feel you, man. You know?
Okay, sorry. It turns out that it needs to be seen, so I'll say that everyone has advantage on this. So would anyone like to roll with advantage? Sif, okay, so Sif saves. Destrana
Really?
saves. Esther's previous roll is a 13, so Esther does not save. Am I missing someone? Floyd doesn't have to save, so I just missing myself?
Azaka?
Azaka saves. Orvex saves. Okay. So as the that's everyone, right? Yeah. So the pseudopods feel around attempt to grab people. Everyone except for Esther is not grappled. Lasrana?
Wait, you said everyone but Esther is grappled?
Esther is the only person grappled.
Ah,
Aster doesn't care.
Doesn't matter, I'm just doing it for fun because I might not have an opportunity to use my light actions ever again.
As you should.
Look, I can make multiple beholders to get all the actions out, but then what's the fun in that? Lastrana, the bad mode tried to grab you.
I will just kind of wave my torch in the direction that I felt the tentacle. But
Alright.
I'm kind of gonna continue just sitting on the shoulders of the statue as best I can, and
Alright.
burning any mold I can feel on the statue while holding the ring still.
Okay. As you swing your torch around, instead of feeling the soft thud of wood on stone, you hear a more sharp sound of two more solid objects hitting each other. For Esther who can see, for some reason, there's a skull on the end of the torch putting it out.
Oh my fucking god, I hate
Yes.
everything.
Yaka has attached itself to the end of the torch, putting out the flame.
Well, then I'm just gonna smack this skull into the statue as hard as I can.
Sure, you can. Nothing happens, but that will be.
I
is.
bet he thinks somehow he's helping.
No, he's
No?
intentionally sabotaging the attack, and he knows.
It's like when I hear the more hard clunk, I will just smack harder with the torch.
You hear a soft ow, but no damage.
Oh, so he can feel pain.
You
Aster
think
is,
he feels pain.
Aster is prepared to torture the fuck out of the skull.
Okay.
I thought it was just a lovable goof who was in the way.
He's going
Oh.
straight to Pain Town. Oh, you can't take damage, but you can still feel pain? Get ready for the pain.
Alright. That'll be Lestrana and Yaka's turn. Roy.
I enter the darkness,
Alright.
and you said everyone has torches, right?
Yes.
Okay, I promptly feel around for something to start to torch.
Okay.
Do I
So-
successfully burn anything?
With your passive perception, you hear something that used to be wet and humid goes hiss as it kind of begins to steam up a bit.
What does it smell like?
Have you ever smelled hot water or mildew or mold?
Oh, ew,
You asked. I am just here to answer the question. Oh right, but you just remember, at the start of your turn, all the wounds that you sustained previously all burst wide open and you begin to bleed heavily. How
Oh
much
no.
psychic damage do you take just now?
26.
Take another 26 damage.
Ah,
Okay. Now you know now you have an idea of what Roy's curse is.
I'm starting to feel that. I'm starting to feel the mode. I want Hopsital.
Oh, Vex. All Vex moves. Roy, you feel Orvex trying to go past you. Do you let him?
Yeah.
Alright. The door closes.
Is Orvex on our side, or did he
You can't tell
cross to
because
the other?
you feel him push past you, but you don't know where he went.
Shit, I call out for Orvex. Orvex? Uh-oh. Does he respond when I call out his
No.
name?
He does not.
I think Orvex locked us in.
Esther.
Oh, clear more slime.
Okay, so how we 7 plus 9, correct? 16.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a total of 16. Okay. About half the slime is gone. Asaka's a were-tiger. What? Were-tigers afraid of fire, or is that just were-rats? Oh, that was a house roof that I had, so it doesn't matter here. Alright. Asaka is gonna attempt to clear the mode. Civ also clearing the mode.
Yep.
Okay. Passive possessions of 15 and higher, so that would be Lestrana, Roy.
Civ.
What? Civ. You hear a angry scream coming from the room on the left, whether you figure where the beholder is.
I think he's getting mad.
Good for
And you
him.
hear another grinding sound also coming from the left. So that
They're
would be the
here.
beholder's turn. Lastrana with Yaka on the stick.
Smack the stick against the statue some more. A few more hits.
You hear.
And I have multi-attack, so I can do it twice. So.
Okay, you did it twice, but you do hear Yaka. You know this is not very effective. You might want to try and consider something else. That'll be Yaka's turn.
Well, I was lit, which was useful.
Ah, that's a good one. Okay, that'll be Lastrana. Roy, also putting out the mode.
Yep, putting out the mold.
Okay, so almost there. No response from Orvex, and with, let's see, 17. Okay, that's just enough. Esther, as you swing your purple flame one last time, and you scan around the room, you feel reasonably confident that all the mold within the room is gone.
And Orvex is probably dead.
Okay, so I think this is safe enough for us to come out from initiative order. I mean, you can Esther can still maintain darkness if they want. There's probably like a minute or two left.
I mean, it's fine.
So you're dropping darkness?
Yeah, if the beholder comes in the room, I'll cast it again.
Okay. So you look around the room. For those who are unsure, there's no indication where Rashi is. Finally being able to see again after minutes of combat. But a few of Rashi's magic items are currently on the floor near where Azaka went down, because that's where the cube was. So here-ish. Quasta, what was it again? A ring and 2 staves? Was that right?
Was the ring of protection, the staff of striking, the staff of the python. That's it.
Yeah.
And the continual flame thing, because I think you were still holding the lamp.
I don't know
think the
when we
continual
ended.
flame will have gone out by now.
If it's a spell of continual flame, then
It's,
it's just on.
It lasts until dispelled, and I think it's currently outside of the darkness.
No, it's not that. Continual flame can be covered or hidden, but not smothered or quenched. I kind of think being inside a cube is considered smothered and quenched.
Which it cannot be.
Yeah, the flame should be fine.
Looks like...
It's just a random. It's just a random flame in the floor. Like, remember the flames that illuminate the catacombs on Mario 64 castle?
Yeah, I mean it doesn't do any damage either.
Okay,
So.
so there's a flame indicating where all the magic items are.
It's
just a flame.
Rashi's lost souls.
The flame is a soul. Also, with Rashi
you know what?
got.
Let's go with that. Yeah.
Also, with Rashi got lost a mace, a shield, a backpack, a mesquite, a tinderbox.
All that will have been destroyed during the disintegration.
Yeah, all of that was destroyed. A pearl worth 100 GP, 3 wild roots.
All
That's it.
gone.
Aster's glad that they still have the diamond on them.
And the ring belonged to Obolaka, and the staff of Pythons belonged to Moa. Yeah.
So I don't remember if we learned this. So you can tell us we know this or not. I guess we don't. When someone got switch goddess, the previous god got back to their item.
No one found out. Oh wait, it does because some of you were trying to swap gods around. Yeah.
Yeah, Aster went and touched items. It's like, oh, you afraid the god? Where's the item that your old god was attached
Yeah.
to? I'm gonna try it.
Esther almost assaulted Roy in an attempt to get
Oh,
another god.
speaking of that, I should have had advantage on that wisdom check. The perception wisdom check. Because of the god I currently have.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of things I can't keep track of, so you'll have to remember that.
Yeah,
properly.
I didn't remember that until just now when we were talking about gods.
Yeah,
So-
but anyway, that roll was actually to see if you notice the mode attempting to reach out from behind the door. So that was just that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because
So that was
the room is full.
to remind that then the ring of Obalaka has Obalaka.
Mm-hmm. And the staff of Moa has Moa.
No one has Moa?
Moa used to be in Lastrana, but Lastrana converted to Ejin, so Moa jumped back into the staff.
Lestrana did not exactly convert voluntarily, but Lestrana can't get her back.
And yeah, but those items are on the floor. But that aside, what would the party like to do now?
Take a short rest.
Mourn my ass body.
You
Okay.
literally walked into the fire that got you technically killed.
Heal
Figure out,
Roy.
figure out where the hell or what the hell happened to Orvex.
Lestrana's gonna see the blood on Roy and go up and cast Cure Wounds. It's not gonna do a lot, but it's the
It's
best it can do.
respectable effort.
I think I burned away all of Azaka's hit dice the last short rest.
I'm gonna burn. All 6
Oh
hit
no, I still
dice.
have one. Okay.
Aster is at full HP and annoyed.
Yeah, that sounds about
So,
right for my rolls.
16, 24, 60, 72. Okay, I'm almost at full strength.
What is with all these ones?
Like when we were rolling in my campaign on Monday.
I don't know.
We had like 4 nat ones, like in the span of like 6
I had to give
rolls.
advantage so that 5 people failed it became 4 people. Oh, sorry, 4 people failed it become 4 people passing. So,
I mean, we did have a couple of days where we almost exclusively rolled well. So, this is the other shoe dropping.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you'd like to do during this short rest?
Yes. What the hell happened to Orvex?
Mourn.
I'm gonna eat
You
my
are
last
so
3
as
mango
you
leaves.
shout for Orvex, but there's no reply.
He did.
Fuck.
So, what's the party planning to do? I guess I can remove the black lines already, since that's technically all. We all know that the room is how clean the room is.
Weep for little dragon lady.
So the party takes a short rest, so make sure all your short rest abilities are recovered. And you wait 10,
Do, do,
20 minutes. Nothing's happening.
Hmm.
"30 minutes passed. And another hour passes. Nothing appears to be happening.
I mean, if it thinks we're coming to it, it's wrong.
I mean, if it wants to give me a long rest, I'll take it.
Hmm.
So the party is doing a very watchful long rest.
If the beholder's gonna stay in its room, then yeah.
Mhm.
Alright. I just asked because the party actually has been very stressed out this day. If you need me to recap what happened.
No, it's been
You went into a tomb, cleared it pretty well. You got hit by a powerful illusion spell that made you think you're all the way back in the Sword Coast. You made it here. Some of you got tripped. Some of you got highly cursed, and then you all got chased by 2 cubes and a beholder.
Yeah, and the beholder is expecting us to walk into its room and fight it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a dumbass for thinking that.
bring the trap.
Especially when we're down a party member.
Yeah. So let's address that. So, can I take it that the party is now attempting to do a short rest?
Long rest?
Oh, sorry, long rest. My brain is tired. A long rest.
Yes.
Correct. All right. Before I do my thing, is there anything you'd like to do during this long rest?
Level up.
Nice try.
Mourn.
You asked if there was anything we would like to do.
Yes, you would like to do.
We would like to level up.
Nice
That
try.
doesn't
No.
mean it's gonna get happen.
No, you do not level up. Alright, so party is now attempting to do a long rest. Whose watch would make sense for this? Actually, it doesn't matter. You know what? Can everyone give me a perception roll? I'll just use the two. Just use the. Ooh, okay. Let's run. Okay. Alright. As you take your watches. Yes.
I was also gonna say, Aster also cannot be surprised.
Oh, no, it's fine. Yeah. This is not a surprise round. So during Roy is the highest. All right. So a couple hours into your long rest, as Roy and Lestrana are taking watch as the rest of the party rests. Roy, you hear a knocking on the door, the stone door where you are. And despite you know roughly the thickness of the stone door, correct? Given that the party has ran past it multiple times. You know that it has, for it to sound loud enough for you to hear, either the person on the other side is hitting it very hard, or there's something, or this person is using some other ability.
Okay. There's a way to open the door on this side, right?
There's no way to open the door on this side, but the person is still knocking.
Huh. Okay. I think we're going to have company. Roy
Are you
takes
telling that
several.
to Lastrana?
I'm telling that to I'm telling that to Lestrana. Roy takes several steps back uh, and knocks his bow.
Alright. And as you do so, a hand extends through the door and raises it. And you realize inside his hand is your immovable rod.
Orvex?
And it steps through. And you see a tall figure with a golden mask in dingy robes. Greetings. I'm here to pay 3 favors. But let me introduce myself before that. My name is Withers, and I am the architect of this tomb. And you notice that around him are little hands holding onto his robe or crawling around him. But
His skull withers?
Yes, my name is Withers.
First
There.
name.
And he's holding up your the immovable rod to Lastrana.
Ostrana will take it carefully.
Now, where is Yaka? He's looking around and before seeing the skull. Well, Yaka. The person who arrived with us as a result of your action has proved to be very useful, and we have decided to bring him on to our group. So as per our terms of payment, you see Withers reach into his robes and pulls out 2 fairly large gems. One that's slightly smaller and one that's much larger. And he offers it up to Yaka. And you see Lastrana, you see Yaka float over and bite down on the smaller gem and crushing it completely. You hear a large crunching sound.
I'm
And
hoping he doesn't notice that somebody unknown, persons unknown, drew a penis on Yaka's face.
if he
Yaka,
does, he's not saying anything.
Yaka deserves it, and everyone knows it, including Withers.
Mm-hmm.
And you see Yaka after chewing on the smaller gem float away. Upon which Withers says, "Well, Yaka, my friend, you don't have to be that shy. There's still one more." And you hear Yaka, and Yaka replies, "Shut it, Withers. You know what I want the gem to be used for, so you keep it." And Withers puts the gem back into his robe. So, I'll say at this point, there's enough commotion for the rest of y'all to wake up. Between the loud sound of a 300 GP gem being ground into dust.
Sneaky,
Yes.
I'm, as said before, had a break of a brain. What just happened?
Withers came down here saying that he has a few tasks he wants to do. One of them was to give Withers 2 gems. Withers took one and essentially told Withers to shove the other one away.
Wait, Withers and Withers? Withers
Withers
came
And Yaka.
and Yaka.
two gems to Yaka, the flying skull.
Yes.
He gave them 2.
Yeah,
He said
and
why? Because it was helpful?
it was payment for his services.
Ah,
What service you do not know yet?
Based on what he said, it sounds like Orbex has a new employer.
and
And
he took one and said keep the other one.
yeah, you know what I want. What you know what I want the other one to be used for. Is what Yaka is essentially Yaka's reply. Now and as Yaka floats away, he now looks at Lestrana, Roy, and the rest of the party who's currently waking up. Well, my new team member has proven very fruitful and useful to us. But he would like me to do a favor for him, which I'm happy to oblige. And you see him move to a nearby wall, let's say the one on the right. His hand extends in to the wall, and as he pulls it out, a lever appears on this side of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This will open this lever will open this door. Now that at least one favor is settled, let me handle my second favor. And he pulls out from his coat a orb that's clear that appears to have a small little figure inside it.
It's a baby pasta.
Your previous friend. No, previous is the wrong word. Your friend, who has unfortunately passed, has demonstrated a piety so strong that it impressed all of us, even surpassing the magics of my master. We are deeply moved by her efforts, and as such, even though one of her acquaintances has attempted to access the tomb without the proper procedures, we have decided to let them enter in her stead. And he holds out the orb, all of you who can see, I think all of you can see it, appears to be a small little humanoid with a long nose and big ears. And he once again passes this orb to Lestrana. Where you need them, just drop it on the floor.
Strana takes the orb and looks at little person inside orb.
Costa, what does this little person look like?
It has an elephant face. It's big. It's like very big, like wide shoulders, big ears, um, gray skin, big trunk, and big tusk with adorned glyphs on the tusk, and has very nice and ornate and delicate white robes that you see miles away. That's a cleric of some sort.
Another cleric.
And at the same time, the robes are similar enough to Rashi?
No, because Rashi used armor all the time.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
How many
this person
O's does your name have? Yeah.
this person is not wearing armor at all.
Okay.
Would there be any holy symbol or anything we recognized?
Good question. Next question.
Okay, so after passing Lestrana the orb, Withers continues. Well, it's been a long time since I've seen a party reach my dear friend. And I must be honest, I am also very impressed. And I would like to have a chat with all of you, if time permits, in my office. So, when you do have the time, Please do come visit me. Now I need to go make Dr. Bell call. And with that, he kind of he straightens up and begins to move towards the other side of the room.
Question: in this orb, the little person is like frozen time or can move?
No, he can't move. It's it's like some of the earlier episodes of Pokemon of a Pokeball. They are not converted to energy, but they are shrunk and miniaturized inside a ball. That's currently your character. Okay, so now he has to go settle union problems. So
It waves to the giants.
So Lestrana, you're currently holding onto a crystal ball with a person inside it.
I choose you.
Aster, do you think we should let little person out?
Yes, let replacement Rashi out.
Lestrana will just.
Am I the only person whose backup character isn't the same class as their first character?
Yes.
It's not the same, okay?
Same class. There can be differences, but that doesn't mean you can't be the same class.
Alright, so Lestrana,
Lestrana
you drop.
will throw the orb up at the ceiling and let it land and see if that smashes it.
Yeah, I assume you're not smashing it against the ceiling, correct?
No, I'm throwing it so it goes up toward the ceiling and then comes crashing down.
Okay. Yep, and you see this figure land in front of you.
Who's
I
that
guess.
Pokemon?
I guess I just flap into the ground.
I'll say this is not a big enough impact that you land flat on the floor. I'll say you land on your feet.
Let me have this. Okay.
Fine, up to you. Up to you. Up to you.
No, it's done. The damage is done already.
I would like to point out that Roy still has his bow drawn.
Hi everyone. I say while cleaning my clothes and getting more presentable.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
I cast Prestidigitation.
Oh, thank you.
Clean up the glass shards.
Nice to be your acquaintance. I heard what happened to my sister Rashi, and I'm deeply sorry. I'm fairly sure you take well care of her, and she loved all of you, and I'm so grateful for the time you had with her. Thank you, and I do a big bow.
You were definitely trained in the same place as Rashi.
Ah, yes, we were sister in the faith. What's your name, little one?
I mean, I don't know if I'm the little one here. I'm Lestrana.
Hi, Lestrana. Nice to meet you, and I pat you in the head.
Aster picks up the, or has Aster touched either of these god items yet?
I assume that the party was leaving on the floor because no one wanted a different god to jump into them, so they're all on the floor right now.
Aster uses Mage Hand to shove them into Bruna's hands. Have a god.
Are you gonna explain?
No.
Okay.
Have a god.
Did you share the character with everyone?
I think they should be able to see. I changed
Yeah,
the folder name. And
Yeah, I can take
Ah,
again.
yeah. Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, well, at some point, let's say yada yada presentation's name is Vruna like path.
Hmm.
So I get yeeted a god.
So it's a bit of welcome to the party. Here's all the previous magic items that Rashi had.
Basically, yeah.
Who did we lose?
Okay.
We lose Gru after he said,
I'm concerned that it might be his typhoon issue.
mm.
Uh, Esther, which item would you push over first? You know that the ring and the staff both have magic items, both have gods in them. Which one are you shoving over first?
Do I know what the gods do?
Yes, you
Yeah,
know that.
somewhat, yeah.
Which one
Do
is which?
Moa allows you to turn the person invisible, but they also need to tell the truth all the time. Obalaka, what was Obalaka? Obalaka is
one
he's a
additional
bit
magic item.
nervous, but you can also attune one more magic item. Nervous and obsessive is Obalaka's trait.
Does Vruna appear to be wearing any magic items already?
Not that you can think of, I think, unless you do something like detect magic or something.
Probably the invisibility one if I don't know that Vruna has
Okay.
magic items.
Alright. And that would be the staff of the Python.
Yep. Hope you like snake.
So Esther uses Mage Hand to yeet the staff of the Python at Runa. Does Runa notice?
Doesn't realize that does the Japanese ite being hit in the head.
Nothing happens.
Why
You
did
got
you
hit in
do
the head
that?
by a staff.
What
I was
do
trying
you
to
guys?
hand,
Why?
I was trying to hand it to you. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Here, have a snack, and I give you, I don't know, a candy. Can I have candies,
Sure.
DM?
Yes.
I want to change one ration for a bag of candies, and I'm
Sure,
gonna
go
give
ahead.
one butterscotch candy
Oh,
to.
just like Grandma before she got eaten by the undead.
Are you attempting to eat another magic item at Runa?
No.
Okay. But there's still the stuff in the ring on the floor then. And the staff of striking as well as ring of protection.
So does everyone look hurt?
I'm very cursed. Do you have the spell curse prepared?
Yes, we can deal with that.
I could use your spell slot.
We have very many curses. Glares over at the
Oh,
skull that I
right.
assume is still floating in the room.
Didn't he leave?
Yeah, hold on. Before Runa came in, there were 5 live members of the party. So I assume that no one had grave food and water prepared.
Oh, Strana does.
I do.
Prepared. Before the long rest.
No, I think they hadn't prepared before the long rest.
Okay. So I'll just remove 5 rations. Alright. That's just my little bit of housekeeping. Okay. So you're still leaving the magic items on the floor, and you're asking Runa to help.
Yes.
Help whom?
I feel like they're
Mm-hmm.
presenting magic items, and she says first, "Who's hurt?" And they
I'm
say,
I'm cursed. I'm very, very sad.
"We can fix that." And she does like a very, like the holy nice person, like put your hand in your forehead, and lights comes everywhere, and it's just a remove curse.
Alright. Roll me your spellcasting modifier.
That was 2 DM, but it was a 23.
Yeah.
I'm not sad anymore. My depression is gone.
Esther no longer feels guilt.
That might be dangerous.
Depression cured.
Okay.
Then Esther actually feels guilt and she starts crying about Rashi.
Oh my.
Okay.
They were suppressing the real guilt because of the fake guilt.
Fair enough.
So I see Roy also covered in wounds.
You, what's your medicine like? Do you have medicine?
Yes, my medicine is +8.
Then never mind. Don't bother rolling. You looking at Roy, you can tell it's obvious that his wounds aren't normal. They are wounds that are caused by pretty bad magics.
You big boy, what do you need?
Roy still has his bow pointed at the door.
Yeah, well, I can't fix everything. When I mean to do something with those, one of the wounds.
No, Roy is almost fully fine.
Cough, your cursed cough.
No, I think it's fine. I'm not. I just have to not take damage. It's fine.
I'll leave it at that for now.
All right. Anyone else trying to ask for a dispel remove curse? If not, we can move on to other things.
Esther asks for a list of what spells they have prepared.
Oh, you know, the whole cleric shebang, like healing word, and cure wounds, and heal of praying, and mass cure wounds, and mass healing word. You know, the basics.
Literally only healing spells Esther writes down.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a life cleric?
I mean, I serve Helm, God of Life and Protection.
He has several portfolios.
Yes, that's why Rashi and I could be in the same cleric.
You could also be a war cleric under him.
Yeah, those happen too. They weren't the how to say, the popular in the group.
Okay, we got a beholder to kill.
Oh my! Have you tried talked with them on their
Yes.
cookies and
Yeah,
teas?
yes.
Negotiations failed, and they tried to kill us, and that's what
They-
happened to Rashi.
Yes. We have to avenge Rashi.
Okay, he will suffer my unquenchable thirst of blood.
You keep us alive, we'll kill him.
That can work too.
Perfect.
Sorry. So, is anyone else doing anything during this last part of the long rest?
I mean,
I have not heard
Sif?
from Sif so far.
Yeah, we haven't heard of Sif. How's Sif?
So at the start of the short rest that became the long rest, Civ mourned Rashi. Other than that, Civ's been mostly quiet to itself, off in the corner, mourning Rashi, and now that there's a stranger here, eyeing the stranger apprehensively.
He offers you a butterscotch candy.
Butterscotch.
Civ chews it, but says thanks.
Okay, I don't see any way of role playing this, but I want that ring back.
Sure. I mean, you can take it. So, picking up the ring, you hear a voice in your head that's not your god. But aren't you a new face?
Hello.
I see you wish to avenge your sister. I was with her to the very end.
Thank you for protecting her.
Press X to doubt.
Shush. the powers that I loaned her, I can lend them to you, and we can take vengeance for her with the rest of these people. Would you like to accept my powers?
Remind me, Snirky, if I say no, they still try it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then Vruna would say, no, thank you. I'm a person of one god. I'll
Well,
just take the ring.
I'm not really giving you a choice here. Give me a charisma save.
Do they literally say, give me a charisma save?
No, they just said the part of, well, I'm not really giving you a choice. And with that, Runa, you feel another person take place within you. You are now possessed by Obalaka.
Well, fine, but I must say that I'm not happy with this arrangement.
Okay, so you get back Obalaka. So you can attune one additional magic item. Let's see.
go
I
ahead.
think one other thing that I need to resolve would be that let's see, who does Azaka share her shift with?
Aster typically.
Esther. Sorry. So this one small minor thing. During Esther, if during your watch and Azaka's watch, you see Azaka mumbling and before walking over to the wall and hitting her head against the wall. No damage done, but that's the action she's going through.
Are you okay?
There's a voice in my head that I don't like.
Did you pick up a god?
You see her kind of trying to voice the words, but not the correct words are coming out. Before answering, yes, I think so.
Oh no. Which one is
She
it?
might have accidentally touched one of the items when she was floating in the cube.
Well, you can now turn invisible.
I have enough problems with, and she weighs over
Turning.
herself already.
Is this
I
gods in your head something common in these parts?
Mhm. Distressingly common.
So quaint.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be fairly obvious to Esther that Azaka does not like the situation at all.
Well, you're not the only one, buddy.
I have two looks at Rashi. I have a skull following me over there that I'm not really fond of, and there's a bunny in my head that made me touch the skull in the first place.
I guess you said Vruna?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
New character, who this?
New character, who dis?
This is Sage the Second. Meet Rashi the Second.
Okay, so if there's nothing else, I'll say the long rest. The party concludes the long rest successfully. For a bit of housekeeping would be so for those who need to rearrange your spells, go ahead. For Civ, please remember to mark down 1 point of exhaustion from Grey.
Yep, just did that about 38
So
seconds before you mentioned it.
so right now Grey should be at 3, meaning that Civ is at 1, correct? Because
Yep.
it's always we said half round down, so 3 and 1.
Wait,
Okay.
Gray's at 3. Now he's at 3 levels of exhaustion?
Grey was at
It's
4.
been a long day.
It has been a long
Oh,
day.
jeez.
Grey was at 4 exhaustion when Civ took over, and Civ has half the exhaustion of Grey. So just the previous round where he was running, that Civ was running around, Civ had actually had 2 points of exhaustion as he was running around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's resolved. None of. Oh right, Civ is still cursed. Civ, give me a D4. You aged now. Oh, you aged now 4 decades.
Oof.
Can I recognize that while being
Oh,
around?
as you Watch, see if you see him visibly age 40 years.
Jesus Christ, why did you tell me before?
How old was Gray when we started?
Gray
How,
was
that's-
mid-20s.
Okay. After the first time you aged was 30 years, right?
I believe so. So he was either 40 or 50.
Now you're
Then
9.
now you add another 40 to it.
They added 40 years? Jeez.
Yeah. So
Geriatric.
so now that's 90 in total.
If that curse goes off again, you're gonna die.
Okay, I'm gonna do a level
Yeah.
5 curse, remove curse on him.
You can upcast remove curse.
Yes. I guess
Is it-
so.
Remove curse is upcastable. What happens when you upcast it?
Oh no, it doesn't say. Hey, yeah, I got confused. I got confused with dispel magic because
Yeah,
remove
that's why.
curse doesn't remove curse doesn't ask for a roll.
I
It's-
know this is special. That's why this is specifically meant for you all.
It's implied that those kind of spells can be upcast. 'Cause, like, there are some things that say can only be removed with a greater restoration.
You know what? How about
cast with
this?
the 9th level spell slot.
How about this? If you want to cast remove curse at a higher level, I'll just say that every level above 3 will just add that as a modifier to your roll. So I'll word it a bit like dispel magic. How about that? If you wish to upcast remove curse,
Okay, I'll do a level 5 then.
so there will be a +2, correct? So
Okay,
roll
yeah.
your spellcasting and we'll add a +2 to it. Your target number. Never mind. Carry on. Okay, good enough. Yep. Great. Civ, you're still aged, but you feel something be lifted off from you. But the aging is permanent. So you
Why
now
did
have
you-
a old man
Huh.
with you.
Why you didn't tell me before?
We can talk about age of being old, the problems of being old later.
My back.
Like, what do we say? How long do dragons born and kobolds live? There was like 80 and 120, right? Something
Kobolds
like
are
that.
like
think it was-
120,
And Dragonborn were like 75.
which makes
Yeah.
sense. Shorter people live longer.
What do you wanna
Yeah,
say?
so
What you were gonna say, David?
I don't know what I would say to this situation other than just kind of putting my controller down and walking away.
we'll see how it goes.
Are you a player? Okay.
Yeah, I don't really have a response to this situation. So,
Okay.
We'll see if it becomes important.
Okay. Anyone else has a curse that they haven't told me?
Points at the skull.
there's
I don't know if
multiple
you
of
can
us that
fix
have
that, though.
curses that limit our max health.
They don't respond to magic.
Roy still has a curse.
Yeah, I know, but no one told me.
Roy has a curse, but it's
He's trying to
But he-
tough it out.
yes.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Do we know if this skull is removable by remove curse?
I doubt
You know,
it.
so far no one asked. And so would you like to investigate Yaka at this point?
I guess I'm gonna investigate it before wasting a spell.
Sure. What would be correct here? Give me an
Yes, Arcana?
Arcana, and I'll say at this point, Lestrana can give me Arcana as well, since you are being cursed by it.
Oh, I'm
I
not
would
the
have to
most
see a number a
cursed.
lot higher than 12.
How about a 23?
I was saying 20, but you know what? Okay, 23 definitely. 23 is definitely higher than the 20 in my brain. So, okay, what was the question I was answering? What is Yaka, correct?
Is he
Um,
removable by curse? By remove curse, I guess, is the main query.
Yaka appears to be okay with a 23. Yaka appears to be a type of it's a cursed item that was made using a very very powerful spell, which appears to override the logic of the world.
I wonder what spell that could be.
It's a spell on that type of level. So with a 23, which I'll say is just high enough, Lastrana, I think you even saw someone cast the spell before. Ras Nasi was casting Wish, so has cast Wish. So you understand that Yaka is a curse item that was made this way using a Wish spell, and while you do not know the conditions of breaking it, it's not something that can be easily just removed, like how the rest of the curses are removed from the two other people. In short, Yaka is one of those curses where unless you figure out how to get rid of him normally, trying to be creative around it might be a bit more difficult.
I have an idea on how to get rid of him, but I don't think we have the means to do so right now.
Is there enough information for Lastrana? Or is there something else you'd like to I might have missed out something, so if there's any other clarification you need, just let me know.
Yeah, I think that's sufficient.
Okay. But I think the basic of it will be that this skull cannot be removed by Dispel Magic or Remove Curse. Or anything like less than level 9 probably wouldn't get rid of it.
Okay, let's go fight a beholder.
Well, I would rather the beholder come here.
That seems to not be happening.
Don't want to go in there.
All you need to do is cast Fairy Fire on it. So I can have advantage in my attack rolls.
You have a lot of
It
faith
might
on
be a bit
your.
tricky. It might be a bit tricky with Fairy Fire and Darkness, because Darkness does cancel Fairy Fire. Oh no, you got Eldritch Blast, never mind. What was I talking about? Never mind, carry on.
I'm also assuming that the beholder is going to look at me to bite me and suppress its own beams anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because it only.
You have a
Well,
lot of faith on your attack, right?
yes, it is the attack of all the faith. The fiery faith, the attack, the exploding death, damage, murder. Why do you ask?
No, I'm just making an observation.
Alright. So I take it that Roy is not at full HP yet.
Mm-hmm.
We had a
Yeah.
long rest.
Yeah, you had a long rest. So all the benefits of long rest, please take it.
So they're not
Mhm.
coming here, but what if I don't know. Um, the words in English escape me too, but like attracted to here somehow.
Lure it out.
Lurid, thank you, that one.
Yes, it still requires us to go over there first. Aster's gonna go peek around the corner.
Okay, so you go down this very clean corridor.
It's so clean.
Yeah. And you notice a closed door. But all 10 gems are still there.
I ain't going through that shit again.
No, but the gems are all there already. You just have to open the door.
Okay, the door is closed. Everyone needs to get the fuck over here.
Okay.
Yoink.
We're doing this. We're doing this. For Rashi.
Rachi.
For Sage.
Sage got eaten by a raptor.
We can do it for Sage too.
We
For
have had
Frodo.
Sayuch.
For
That
Frodo.
have his thigh.
Yeah, I have his thigh in the bag folded.
Okay.
Roy is still concerned about that.
Who's leading? Who's in front?
Aster.
Hmm.
Aster
Alright.
has a torch that they're planning on casting darkness on. It's a dark torch.
I can't see shit.
I haven't cast darkness yet.
I still can't see shit.
Wait, did I forget? I did turn on the token.
Oh, Roy says
Did I
that.
remember turn
Hey,
on the token for vision?
I
You do
I
have
I
vision.
mean I see the map, but I don't see our character. If there's light here, I don't see any.
Oh right, because
Roy.
did I turn off the light for Esther?
No, Aster can see.
Esther still has bright light. I think it's just a matter of the corner not covering Runa. Because Runa doesn't have dark vision and no longer has Rashi's continual flame as well.
No.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, you feel a
Before-
hand push against your back, that will be Azaka.
Sir,
So I'll say before we begin this particular encounter, should we have a small real life break?
Sure.
needs to use
It's
the
roughly
rest.
time for us to take a break.
Gru needs to use the restroom.
Yeah. Alright. So let's take a short break and I'll see everyone shortly later. I am back.
I'm back.
I'm gone on a break yet. Snirks,
Mhm.
how long do you feel like we're gonna have tonight after this?
To be honest, here's the thing. I don't know. I have never ran a beholder before in actual combat. So
I
this is the first time for me to run a actual boss type monster.
guess at least an hour. Okay. Yeah,
Probably.
I no, it's not a problem. Just I need to. I have another meeting after this, and I need to tell them like what time I'm gonna be there.
Oh, okay.
As someone who has run a beholder, if everything goes well, we can kill it in one round.
If things don't go well,
It could be like 4 or 5, which will probably take like an hour.
okay.
Maybe.
Or we'll all die. That's also an option.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, so what? One last thing. Yaka also has a long rest, so
So, do you want to hear what my plan is now so you can think about it?
no, surprise me.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not giving up all my information as well, so yeah.
I have a pretty good plan that I think will work.
All right. All right. Actually, since Esther is now currently free from the curse of fire, would you like to know what happens if you fail the charisma save?
Yes, now that it's gone.
Yeah. So I have essentially curses for everyone, including Azaka and Alvex. For Esther, upon receiving the curse of fire, the charisma save essentially brought you to your knees in tears, correct?
Mm-hmm.
If that happened in combat, I will have asked for a 1d4. And Esther would be incapacitated for that many rounds.
Well, I'm glad I have a +8 to Christmas saves.
If yes, I have been asking for the saves that people are good at because I have attached pretty problematic effects to each of the curses.
Well, it's a good thing that everyone made sure their curses got removed.
Yes. Roy is still cursed with Sayuch.
The curse of Sehuge, the curse of dying to 4 little raptors.
Yeah. Alvex would have gotten the curse of Masashi,
I mean,
which will
Instead,
kill.
he got new employment.
Yeah, he was. I kind of intended for Alvex to get new employment soon. Azaka will have Azaka's the curse of bottle. Yeah.
oof.
Yeah. I mean, since they never get curse of bottle would have been the kind of Warforged touching acid ability. Every time she got hit, she'll take permanent AC damage. Um, for Orvex, he would be probably after 2 rounds just die from 6 exhaustion because that's how Masashi nearly died. Yeah.
Is everyone back?
All right.
Probably.
Would you like to know what's Curse of Sky? That's right for Silver.
Yes.
Remember how when David threw the Sigil of Fear at Sky and Sky just disappeared for 180 feet?
Yes.
That would be Lastrana. At the first
Lastrana
sign of
gets increased
trouble,
movement speed and just goes poof.
no, not really. It's more of if Lastrana encounters something that is sufficient to frighten her, let's say a beholder or something similar, uh, it'll be a wisdom save against fear. If Lastrana fails, then for the next minute until she saves again, she will have to take an action and movement to get as far away as possible. So it's essentially the fear effect.
At least she doesn't have the same movement that Sky does.
Oh yeah, that's definitely. Sky
So-
has way too much movement speed.
I didn't hear, but like, why was Rashi's being slow?
Rashi, I'm just going through my custom curses for everyone. For Rashi, Curse of Victor is because in somebody's head, Victor is somebody who enjoys speed, likes to go fast. So his curse would be to be slow and he cannot stop, and he cannot speed up any further. So that's why it's permanent slow.
I mean, doesn't matter, but
Mm-hmm.
I never saw Victor as someone who likes
Someone-
speed.
Someone
He
did.
likes he likes lightning, but yeah, okay.
Exactly.
He rides the light.
Oh yeah, he rides the lightning.
Yeah, exactly. So that was my entire idea behind the Curse of Victor. If that you force someone who likes to go fast to go slow.
And the Curse of
Yeah.
Age.
That was Curse of Rain. Because Rain is someone
Old
who
man.
is essentially has a short lifespan. Because my understanding is that Rain is someone with a slightly shorter lifespan who ages may end up aging very quickly. And all
Is
those
that
are the
how
beholder's dreams.
Is that how changelings work?
That's how Rain works. I don't know about changelings.
It's not so much that Rain ages quickly or even slowly. There's a lot about Rain that I don't think even
Yeah.
I or David understand yet.
Yeah, Rain is more of just a creature trying to understand what the hell Rain is.
But for the person who set the cursors, this is all this person sees are an observation. So it's cursing everyone based on their observation.
Okay, let's kick this beholder's ass.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the beholder does have a behind.
Yeah, and Aster's gonna get on it.
Behind is
Before-
where the anti-cone isn't.
Yes, Grim?
Yep. It also has a top.
Mhm.
Before Aster does what he's about to do, I assume you're going to huck the darkness torch at the beholder. Is it okay if Roy takes a sneak attack first?
I mean, Aster is going to try to disable the beholder.
Ah,
Okay. So, is everyone ready?
We'll
I
see how
guess-
things go when the door opens.
Yeah.
I guess ask in the. I think what Gru is trying to ask is like, do you need us to do or not do anything, or we can just normally attack and you will do your thing?
Just don't cast any light spells
Mhm.
of third
Okay.
level or higher.
Okay.
I can do that. I prepare my action to sneak attack the beholder as soon as it presents itself.
Okay. So, Esther,
Oh,
you're
wait.
in front of the door. Yes.
Before we enter, I have something that could help.
Is it bless?
Yes,
it aid?
it's blessed, but I was. How many we are? 3, 4, 5.
Plus Azaka, so 6.
5.
Alright.
So third level bless?
Third level blessed, but as we enter, so we don't waste it.
Also, as a reminder, anti-magic doesn't dispel concentration spells, it suppresses them.
I know. It's the same as how I said darkness suppresses a lit torch. The fire is still there, you just don't see the light. It's the same idea.
So you're all blessed.
When you go through the door or engage the beholder, correct?
Yes.
So not yet. Alright. So,
Does anyone else have
anyone else have anything else they'd like to do?
I mean, I would like to shoot the thing as soon as I can see it, but
Okay,
kind of
I'll keep that in mind.
Let's go!
What's the roll to see if you make a good decision? It's a wisdom.
Insight.
Azaka is not invisible because Azaka refuses to engage her powers. So, Esther, you are attempting to open the door, correct?
Yes.
Alright. You push against the mirror sinks in, and the door grinds open. So, in front of you, you see, you're close enough to the door to see, but this is a 40-foot high room. That's also circular.
Mhm.
You see multiple alcoves around the room, each of them appearing to have bits of treasure, not actually quite a bit of treasure, along the walls.
Mhm.
In the center of the chamber, you see a large, I think you can tell it's spherical object, a large spherical object that appears to be floating in the middle of the room, but is covered by a black silk drape 20 feet off the floor. Yeah. Who are you being possessed by? Sorry. Who was the last person to possess you?
I have.
Papazoto.
Yeah, I have the not surprised.
No, I'm looking at the god's personality. Papazoto.
Prude and Kanai.
Yeah. Papazoto tells you that maybe you should send someone else to take a look inside. That will be Papazoto's voice in your head.
Aster ignores it.
That's fine.
So there's just this big thing in the room. Are there any eye stalks poking out of the room?
You do see the mold, but the eye stalks are not out. Like this,
Oh.
once again, this entire room is covered in eye stalks. As you step into the room, you realize that the floor is remarkably reflective and smooth. Could you give me a dex save?
Oh, fuck. One second.
No problem. It's Lestrana. No, Lestrana has two corners around.
Yeah, Lestrana can't help Aster.
Yeah. You slip on the floor and fall prone.
You have bless.
I thought you said you wanted to use it when you see the beholder.
I
No,
think
I said
what
as
by
soon
that
as you open.
Oh,
Okay, okay. So if that's
Aster
the
will,
case, okay.
Aster will activate their genie powers and just float like a few inches off the floor.
Sure.
The
So you
floor is
slip on-
slippery.
So you slip on the floor and immediately just use your genie float ability and begin to stand up and begin hovering off the floor.
Just a few inches. So like, if
Yeah.
if
And
it
you
gets
let the rest
suppressed,
of the
then
party know.
the
You
floor
let
is
the rest of the
slippery.
party know it's slippery. Yeah.
Yep. Um, so do I see a beholder anywhere?
Ito ba? Paano mo naisip lagay yun sa bamboo?
You do not.
Aster
So
floating.
I'm just gonna put Esther. While you're floating in the room, are you going in alone, or are you waiting for the rest of the party to come in?
I'm expecting everyone else is right behind me.
Okay, so let's just say that. Okay, maybe take one step forward, float one step forward, and I'll do the. So when Esther is there, where's everyone else?
I don't see shit in the other hallway, so I just want to stay here so I know what the hell is going on.
Can Vruna see inside the room? Because this room is supposed to be well lit.
Yes, I see now.
Okay. So as Civ steps in the room, can Civ give me a dex save?
is this considered a trap?
No, it's just a slippery floor.
Alrighty. Badunk.
Is the +3 from the bless? Yes. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. What did I say? Yeah. You slip, and you are now prone.
We're not in initiative, right? So
No.
he can just Stand up.
Yeah, you can just stand up
He just
and
stands
continue
up.
in. It's just we'll probably say how many turns of bless this has taken up later.
This is the
after
first
we
turn,
have.
yeah.
I'm not really counting initiative movement right now, so we'll just see what's fair later.
Hmm.
Because you have not engaged combat. But so you stand up, correct?
Yep.
Are you continuing into the room?
Scanning the roof and stuff to see where the heck it's hiding.
You do not see. Okay, so once you see the silk covered object in the room,
Silk
there's also
cover?
piles of treasure in the sides. Sorry.
Silk cover?
Yeah, there's the black object is in the center that you can see. Yeah, there appears to be a large round object covered in silk that drips down to the floor. It's floating 20 feet off the ground.
That sounds like a trap.
So so for Civ, are you staying there or are you moving further into the room?
What's the shape of the room?
It's round.
You should be able to see the room.
Three-dimensionally.
Oh, it's a cylinder 40 feet tall.
Civ goes up, let's say 30 feet.
Sure. The wall is not separate.
Hmm.
Alright. Can I have a dex save from Bruna?
Sure.
Civ is up 30 feet. You can tell by the number on his face.
Alright. Yeah, that will be high enough. You do not fall prone, so continue on. So where are you stopping? Just let me know where.
I don't know, around here.
Alright. Would that be fine for you?
Yeah.
Alright.
The straw's gonna move just inside the room.
And give me a dex save.
Watch the icy patch at the doorway.
It's the entire.
It's not the doorway, it's the entire
Simpsons Christmas
floor.
Carol reference. It's okay.
Oh, okay. You maintain your balance. No problem.
Hmm.
But you're staying there, correct?
Yep, I don't want to be any further in than I have to, and I can shoot the back of the room from here if I have to.
I know. This room is very small. I much prefer a much larger room, but oh well. Oh, sorry. The room is. I read the wrong line. The room is 50 feet high. Yeah, 50. I'm not sure if the 10 feet makes a difference, but it's 50 feet high.
Then Civ will be up 40 feet instead of 30 feet.
How much movement do you have? You know
40.
what, that's fine. Yeah, take the 40. This old man is a lot faster than everyone else in the room.
Not that much faster than Nostradum's gonna move 35.
That's fair. And okay, where would Roy be?
Roy is standing in the doorway, anticipating, just bow drawn, anticipating a beholder.
Okay.
Overwatch. Basically, I'm providing Overwatch.
Sure. Sorry, Civ, you'll be actually 20 feet off the ground because when you fell down, you take half your movement stand up. So it'll be 20 feet.
Can I dash while I'm climbing?
Yes. Then that'll be fine. Then you can reach your 40 feet.
I'll even. I wasn't gonna use the dash before, but since you brought that up, yeah, no, I'll stick at 40 feet. Doesn't matter.
All right. Azaka will probably fall down given that my dice rolls are bad. Yep. She only has enough movement to stand up. Okay. So I think that'll probably equivalent to 1 round. So 9 rounds remaining for Bless. So what would the party like to do?
I mean, it's obviously this thing, right?
No.
So, at the start of the turn-ish, Bruna, Obalaka speaks up to you. The beholder is probably under that cloth, and I think we should just run away now.
Yeah, probably
So-
it is, but
So that is for Runa. Wongo is keeping quiet for now. The Strana, who's possessed by Aegon. We should just grab stuff and leave. Is Aegon's call to you. Who have I missed out anyone? Roy isn't even close enough to see what I need him to see, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so those are the voices.
So, Civ starts climbing across the roof.
Alright. So you want to climb above the
Yep.
black spear in cloth, alright. Are you doing anything else from that?
Civ looks to see whether or not the boss thinks this is a good move or not.
Well, we'll find out. How about the rest? What are you doing?
Overwatch.
Aster is the boss.
Astra's very
Um,
upset about this.
Rana wants to cast Fairy Fire. So that the bottom of Fairy Fire hits the top of the cloth?
So you want to wait? If
it?
you do that, you are fairy fire Civ.
Isn't
Is
it
it
only
though?
20 feet up?
It's a 20-foot cube.
Oh, it's only 20 foot? Oh, okay.
I
sorry,
thought you said it was
I thought
20
it was larger
feet
than
up.
that. No, I thought the fairy fire was larger than 20 feet for some reason.
No, it's a 20-foot
yeah.
cube.
Yeah, so you're trying to fairy fire the area underneath Civ. Between Civ and as well as the cloth, correct? Not touching the cloth, correct?
Well, I'm trying to include the cloth in it,
Oh,
but as much as high above it as I can while still including the cloth.
I think the idea is if the cloth is not the beholder might be invisible.
well, okay. So if you... So, okay, maybe let me... So, fairy fire, you're trying to cast it in the air where the bottom of it touches the spear, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Each object within 20 foot is outlined. Shit, dim light. Objects. Okay, so the top of the cloth is now glowing. The cloth is glowing. Okay, so Civ is holding an action. After that was all movement, correct? So you're holding an action, right?
A movement and dash, yeah, just so that way I can be
Okay.
directly above the cloth, because it looks like Aster doesn't think it is under the cloth, so Civ is waiting to drop on the cloth and open it up. And is going to attack instead.
There is a 50-foot drop, you know that, right? If you
I
drop
thought
down
you said
that
it was
way.
floating 20 feet up.
Oh, you're trying to land on the orb. Yeah, sorry. I was thinking... my brain was somewhere else. Okay. So... The
It's only a
Strana
30-foot
casts
drop.
Fairy Fire. Casts Fairy Fire, but nothing happens. As in, sorry, the top of the cloth is glowing because Fairy Fire does light up objects. How about the rest of you?
I cast detect magic.
Astra uses Divine Sense.
What does Divine Sense detect?
Uh,
Could you just link the entire...
yeah.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't count beholders, but I don't think Astra would know that.
Celestial Fiend Undead, so it's definitely not there. 60 feet. 60 feet. Can 60 feet reach the other side of the room? It should be, right? Definitely can.
Yeah.
So for Esther, you use Divine Sense. The only thing you detect is there appears to be undead hiding under a pile of treasure on the northeastern side of the room.
Okay, so there are skeletons or something in the north part of the room.
You detect one. You can tell a number, right? I guess from.
Yes,
That's
I think
not behind total cover. I mean, he's hiding under a pile of coins, so yeah, sure. You detect a skeleton somewhere in the northeastern corner of the room. But that will be your action. Anything else before I move on to Runa?
No, that's fine.
Okay. For Bruna, you are casting detect magic, correct?
Yes. Wait, no, wait. Is it? It's concentration.
Is
Yes, it is.
alright. Detect magic is concentration.
Oh, dang it.
Concentrate.
Could you, and this is just an argument, but could you cast Detect Magic but not maintain it?
I'll
No.
say that in the instance detect magic cast is already treated as 2 concentration spells, so the previous one will drop. I mean, I'm all for burning spells, your spell slots, but then that's not really how I see the situation.
I don't know. I shrug. Like, where is it?
I
So-
think ask. Oh no, go ahead.
I just want everyone to have that turn before things happens. So Runa, you're still staying there, correct? Not moving?
Yeah, no. Let's shrug.
How about for Roy? You're still doing Overwatch?
Yes.
Alright. Azaka will attempt to spread out because who knows what might happen. So she'll attempt to take one step forward and has to make another dex save. Wait, when is this dex save? On the start of the turn, it has to. Oh, it's the start of a turn thing. Okay. So I'll just assume that even if you fail, you have stood out since the rest of the members are not moving. Asaka is gonna fail the dex save, fall down, stand up, and then move 15 feet. And she senses the danger, so she's gonna use her bonus action to turn into a red tiger. Okay.
Now that she doesn't need to hide that from us anymore.
She might have trouble hiding information because Moa can't tell lies. Oh, sorry, not can't tell lies. You must always tell the truth. Those are different things.
That's correct.
So this will be a second second round of blast. What is the party planning to do now?
Aster would like to try to intimidate the beholder into showing itself.
Okay. I'm not sure how that will work, but
If it understands, Aster's just gonna be like, "Oh, you were so ready to fight us when we were out in the hallway with all your little tentacles. Now you're hiding like a little baby, Mr. Big Bad Beholder."
So more in trying to antagonize it into showing itself.
Yeah.
okay.
Quick, tell it you
Alright,
fucked
so
its
let's-
mom.
So let's call that would that be an intimidation or
Up to
you know what? Let's call that intimidation.
Aster uses taunt.
Okay, give me a second. Let me find my beholder. Does my beholder even have a wisdom save? Okay. You don't hear a response.
Does Civ notice any movement or shifting from the drape?
No.
Civ kind of
I
looks to
assume Civ is
Aster.
just running the ceiling.
I was just trying to get, because Civ's over above it, so he should be
Yeah.
able to see around it. But
Mhm.
Civ looks to Aster, kind of eyes at Aster, eyes at the drape, eyes at Aster. Kind of aggressive facial
It's obviously a
suggestions.
trap. It's obviously a trap.
Hold on. Just give
does
me a
she
quick
say
second.
that?
Message Costa. Give me a quick second. Message Costa.
I think Aster would say that. Like, Aster's not buying that that's the beholder.
I mean, yeah, but then what? Then what we do?
We find out what the undead thing in the back of the room is, and then we fucking leave if it's gonna be a coward. He was so ready to fight us back in the hallway.
Okay, so Sif wanders around the top, trying to look for things. Does not find anything.
No movement in the room suggesting that there is something invisible or passing through, or at least... Sorry, I phrased that wrong. You know the Predator cloak effect?
I am not that in tune with pop culture.
Okay, do you know the idea of a chameleon moving past a thing causing a faint ripple?
Ah, you mean the predator thing?
Yeah, I said Predator, but he doesn't know Predator, so...
Look, I'm not that civilized.
Basically,
say-
basically saying that something is visible is not fully invisible, and you can see like wibbly wobbly where it is if you concentrate.
Okay. So it's a bit like a mirage. The light,
It's like
the heat, the steam, a waiver in the color, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
kind of like open
Ah.
your car door and now there's all the wavy shadows and stuff on.
Okay.
the
Yeah.
heat
Okay.
comes out.
I get the point.
So Siv's going to use a perception to see if they notice any movement when Aster was calling out the beholder.
Alright.
Perception. No, apparently not.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a disadvantage? Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
1 point
because
of
still
advantage.
tired.
Ah,
So
no,
that would be Sif trying to do something, correct?
Yep, that's
Esther
Siv's
has
thing.
already, yeah, Esther already did that thing. Lastrana, Runa, Roy.
Yo.
Let's just go in the same order as how we normally talk about things. Runa, what would you be doing?
so again, what's the plan?
Good
Light
question.
beholder, if we can find it.
I'll cigarette flame the thing in the middle. That's obviously a trap.
Okay. On the spear or on the cloth?
I don't understand what spear.
Okay, so there appears to be a round object that's covered in cloth. So are you actually? I think so. Are you targeting the cloth specifically or the spear itself?
I don't understand what spear.
The round. Okay.
Sphere.
Okay. You
A
said
sphere.
sphere. Okay. I was thinking there was a spear somewhere. Sorry.
Is there a thing specifically you're targeting? Is what I want to know.
I mean the thing, not the. I don't care about the cloth, but I think this thing is in a 5-foot radius or something.
Okay.
No, it's a target.
So you have to target something. So I just wanted to know. So you're targeting whatever you think might be underneath the cloth, correct?
Hmm.
Yeah, you do so. Nothing obvious happens to it. You do not notice any effect from that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Shrug emoji.
Yeah. So if you're not planning to move, I just assume you pass the deck save from falling down.
Yeah.
All right. How about for Lestrana?
I'm just gonna scan the room and see if anything's. Just scan the room and see if anything's changed.
Okay. Give me a perception roll. You do not notice anything moving. Except for the pile of coins in the corner of the room that you know there's a skeleton in. The thing appears to be shifting.
I'm just kind of gonna sit here ready to shoot a beholder if I see one. Or
Alright.
a thing that looks dangerous.
Alright. So for Roy,
Hmm.
it occurs to you that you might not have the full view of the room because you saw Sif kind of climb up and you realize that the insides of the room might be high enough such that you can't see anything if it's too high.
Hmm.
Big do,
Darn.
if you will, with that information.
Is it my turn yet?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I take tentative steps towards the door. There.
Okay.
Do I see anything? Oh yeah, I do see. Okay. I step inside then.
Okay. So stepping inside, please give me a dex save.
I'm good at dex saves.
Yes, you are. You maintain your balance.
I don't know why any of you chumps felt this is easy.
Only 2 people failed, so 3 people failed so far.
Strana was fine.
Okay. So that we'll consider that another round of Blast gone. What's the party going to try now?
Aster is going to pull out their bottle of infinite ink and float over to the other side of the room while just like waving it around, splashing everything with ink.
Okay.
Roy has a thought.
Aster moves over to here, just
Yes.
like
Yes.
When we were burning the mold, it made the beholder mad. What if burning the mold is the solution to this puzzle?
Some molden.
So
Good
instead
idea.
of fighting, we attack the mold.
what?
That might be a good idea.
Okay. Well, Aster just yeets a whole bunch of ink everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. This is where the gelatinous cube were, right?
Yep.
Why is there mold?
Yes. The queues didn't clean the room. They were just sitting around near the entrance. My original plan was for you to walk in the room and get a face full of cube.
Boy, would we have felt really dumb if that's how we died.
That'd be funny.
Since it has been an hour and we're still not even in initiative, I'm going to suggest we don't actually fight the beholder this week.
Hmm.
I mean, that is fair.
Yeah, I agree.
Aster intends to go over and check out the skeleton and see if it's one of those weird skeletons with the weirdly shaped heads that we've been finding.
I think it would have cost most of your movement just to even get there, correct?
We're still not in initiative, so unless
know.
something is actually going to happen this round.
No, what matters to me is more of I'm counting down the blast turns. If that makes sense.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. So, unless someone is trying to do something really, really drastic, I'll just ask when Esther is pouring ink on the floor.
No, like waving the thing like in the air, like throwing ink everywhere. Because I assume it's floating somewhere if it's invisible.
So you use your essentially you use your fly speed to fly out to 50 feet, and then how much movement do you have as you start flying towards the end?
I fly like diagonally.
He
Just
can
like-
use like 2-3 turns worth and cover the whole thing. Like if it's matter that the bless I can drop it, it's not that important.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
it's not like Aster is just dripping it. Aster is like waving their hand, like throwing it in an arc.
Yeah, I get that, but it's a small bottle of ink.
It's infinite ink though too.
Yeah, I know. It's just that what I meant is that you're not pouring buckets of paint all over the place. It's
Yeah.
a small bottle, so you're only splashing it here and there. Is what I meant. Yes, you're splashing it, but it's only minuscule. So that's Esther trying to doing that thing. If the rest aren't doing anything, we can just say that we'll call it here, and we'll start the beholder fight next week. Assuming you
Uh-oh.
all start the fight next week.
Uh-oh.
What?
No, I mean like, uh-oh. As in, we're definitely gonna fight the beholder.
I mean,
Uh,
that was the
that's
plan.
I assume that was the plan. If not, if you want to have a change in plan, let me know so that I can adjust.
I expected us to open the door and fight the beholder. I didn't expect it to be a coward.
Yeah.
But Aster's planning on walking over to the skeleton and checking it out while they're throwing ink everywhere.
Well, we can do that next week.
Okay.
So I take
Okay.
it that the rest of everyone else is fine with their current position.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
because they're waiting for me.
Take
Okay.
care.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you for the game.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Bye, Snirks.
Have a good sleep, Guru.
Fine.
Good night.
Bye,
Goodbye.
everyone.
Take care.
Take care, everyone.
Bye bye.
Hey.
Ah.